Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Let us continue the chapter Evans tries an O level. This is the fourth day. I am explaining the text to you, and till the end of the third part, we read that McCleary, the invigilator, the person who was going to invigilate during the exam of Evans, had entered his cell and the exam was about to start. But at the same time, the governor had a doubt. What was the doubt? The doubt was that what if McCleary had brought something which could be used by the governor, by the prisoner Evans as a weapon? It would be dangerous for McCleary as well as for the prison officers. It could help Evans run away from the prison. So governor was apprehensive. He had a doubt. What did he do? We are going to read. The governor. So it is the point where we have to start today. Till this point we read in the third part. The governor reached for the phone. It was 9:12 a.m. or we can say 12 past 9. The examinee and the invigilator had already been introduced by Stephens when Jackson came back and shouted to McCleary through the cell door, "Can you come outside a minute, sir?" "You too, Stephens." So Jackson had been instructed by the governor and he came to call both of them out of the cell. Jackson quickly explained the governor's worries, what kind of worries governor was bothering from, and McCleary patiently held out his arms at shoulder level, whilst Jackson slid. Jackson found something hard during checking, so he asked, "Something hard here. What do you have here?" "Ma reading glasses," replied McCleary. "Mom, here it should be my reading glasses," looking down at the spectacle case. So he explained that he had his reading glasses there, that's why it was hard. Jackson quickly reassured him and bending down on the lending thumb flicked the catches on the suitcase. So now he checked the suitcase. He opened the suitcase. He picked up each envelope in turn. There were many envelopes in the suitcase. We got to know about it when it was described by the writer that McCleary had many things in his suitcase when he came out of his bachelor flat. So these envelopes were turned down by the prison officer Jackson. Carefully passed his palms along their surfaces. So he checked them with his palms. उसने इस तरीके से चेक किया कि इफ़ देर इज एनी वेपन इन दोज एनवलप्स इट कुड बी फेल्ट. तो एंड seemed satisfied. He didn't find any weapon in them. He riffled cursorily means carelessly through a few pages of Holy Writ. Holy Writ means holy book, means the Bible, and vaguely means we can say that without any intention or as opposed to. All right, so far there is nothing that can be incriminating, but one of the objects in McCleary's suitcase was puzzling him sorely. There was something in his suitcase which puzzled him badly. What was that? "You mind telling me why you have brought this, sir?" And he put that object up and asked, "Why have you brought it?" He held up a smallish semi-inflated rubber ring, such as a young child with a waist of about 12 inches might have struggled into. मीन्स इतनी विड्थ की, इतने डायमीटर की वो रबड़ रिंग थी कि उसमें 12 इंच की बेल्ट वाला कोई बच्चा फिट हो सकता था. यू थिंकिंग ऑफ गोइंग फॉर अ स्विम सर? ये एक मजाक है जैक्सन की तरफ से कि भाई क्या आप स्विमिंग के लिए जाना चाहते हो? अगर वो जाना भी चाहता है तो उसके तो साइज़ की ही नहीं है वो. वाई हैज़ ही ब्रोट इट? और इसीलिए उसने मजाक किया जैक्सन ने कि भाई ये किस लिए लेके आए हो आप. McCleary hitherto मीन्स टिल नाउ. एमिएबल मीन्स फ्रेंडली, सोशेबल. डीमेनर बिहेवियर, अभी तक उसका बिहेवियर बड़ा फ्रेंडली था. अब तक मैक्लेरी का बिहेवियर फ्रेंडली था. वॉज स्लाइटली रफल्ड. स्लाइटली रफल्ड मीन्स थोड़ा सा उसको गुस्सा आ गया. बाई दिस टेस्टलेस लिटिल प्लेजेंट्री. टेस्टलेस मीन्स बेसवाद मजाक से. एंड ही आंसर्ड जैक्सन समवट सैडली. उसने थोड़ा सा उदास होकर के आंसर दिया, चिढ़ते हुए. इफ़ यू मस्ट नो आई सफ़र फ्रॉम हेमरॉइड्स. हेमरॉइड्स मीन्स पाइल. To sit on. Very sorry, sir. I didn't mean to, sir. The embarrassment was still reddening Jackson's cheeks when he found the paper knife at the bottom of the case. Now, Jackson was embarrassed because of his tasteless pleasantry, the joke that he had cracked, and he was feeling embarrassed when he found the paper knife एट द बॉटम ऑफ द केस. सबसे बाद में उसे पेपर नाइफ मिला वहाँ पे. आई थिंक आई हैड बेटर कीप दिस दो इफ़ यू डोंट माइंड. दैट इज़ जैक्सन को पेपर नाइफ मिला एंड यू नो वट ही शुड डू. ही शुड नॉट लेट मैक्लेरी कैरी इट इन साइड द सेल बिकॉज इवांस कैन यूज इट as a weapon and it could be fatal for McCleary as well as other people. It was 9:18 a.m. before the governor heard their voices again, and it was clear that the examination was going to be more than a little late in getting underway. It was clear that the exam was scheduled to start at 9:15, but it started at 9:18. Already it was 9:18. The exam had not started. So we can't say that the examination started at 9:18. It started a little later than 9:18. So what can be the reason behind this? Why was the examination started late? It could have started at 9:15 if McCleary had not been called outside for checking. So started a little later. McCleary, you have got a watch? He asked Evans. Evans, yes sir. I will be telling you when to start and again when you have 5 minutes left. Alright? So now the exam is being started. There is silence. There is plenty more of this writing paper should you need it. If you need more writing papers you can take. He instructed Evans. Again silence. Now, write the name of the paper 0211 in the top left hand corner. This is the paper code. In the top right hand corner, write your index number 313 and in the box just below that write your center number 271. Alright, so these instructions are being given by McCleary to Evans. उसको पेपर में ये चीज़ें नोट करनी है and these are crucial numbers. Read them carefully and keep them in your mind. It may be that you will need them later when you are reading the story. Silence. The time is 9:20 a.m. McCleary, I am not going to. He's not going to stay here, sir. Is he? So Evans asked something. He is not going to stay here. He means he's talking about. He's asking about Stephens. Stephens is still inside the cell. ये यहीं रहेंगे क्या ऑफिसर? I don't know about that. How can McCleary say that it is not good for you, Stephens to stay in the cell? Although McCleary was the invigilator, but Stephens was the officer in the cell, and he was there to keep it in his mind, to keep it strict. He didn't want to give him any chance. He wants any chance to run away. So he was also doing his duty. How can McCleary ask him to go out? Mr. Jackson has given me strict instructions to stand here. Stephens now explained why he was there in the cell. It was because of Jackson's instruction that he was still inside the cell. Evans, how am I supposed to concentrate on my exam with someone breathing down my neck? Christ, sorry sir, I didn't mean that. He has explained what he wanted to say, and in the end he said sorry also. It shows that he wanted only McCleary inside the cell. He's trying to say he would not be able to concentrate. He would not be able to write anything in the exam because of Stephens being inside the cell. It would be a little it will create hesitation for him. He will not feel comfortable, and generally it happens. Students, people can't concentrate when there is something to stare on them, but it happens with didn't want any other person in the cell. It means he was going to plan anything, but he expressed it in a way that they would feel that it is absolutely correct that he was not he would not be able to concentrate, so they can't say anything. The governor reached for the phone. Jackson, good, get Stephens out of the cell, will you? I think we are perhaps overdoing things. So it was the governor's call. Governor decided to get Stephens out of the cell. How many of you think that it was a good decision by governor? A prisoner like Evans, who had escaped from jail thrice, should not be left like this with an invigilator. There must be an officer inside. Besides McCleary, there should be one more person, and he should be an experienced person. And now governor had ordered to call him out, so it is a wrong decision. As you wish, sir. Jackson followed instructions of governor. The governor heard the exchanges in the cell, heard the door clang once more, and heard McCleary announce that the examination had begun at last. It was 9:25 a.m. and there was a great calm. So the examination started at 9:25. And when was it scheduled to start? It was scheduled to start at 9:15. So the examination there might be an MCQ. So keep it in mind when the examination started and when was it scheduled to start, and why did the examination get late. So keep it in mind. And I think Examination started at 9:25, so we should read the remaining part tomorrow. So let us stop this lecture now. Let's meet tomorrow. Okay, my dear students, take care. Bye.